We all love action movies filled with intense gunfights followed by the heart-stopping chase sequences and ending with an epic hand-to-hand battle with the big bad guy. There's something really enjoyable about watching the good guys win and the bad guys lose.
Next time you have a chance to kill someone, don't hesitate. Thanks for the advice.
But what is more enjoyable is watching the bad guys almost win and the good guys making it out by the skin of their teeth, oftentimes ending with the loss of something or someone, meant to inspire us.
We're not here to talk about that sentimental crap.
We're here to explore one really wacky, really weird, and totally insane universe. Wanted. Enter Wanted, a comic book made by Mark Millar, known for works such as Old Man Logan, Kick-Ass, and Superman Red Son. And the fact that he's an extreme edge master, preferring style over substance, and garnering a lot of controversy for some of his, questionable panels.
What the fuck?
Anyways, Wanted features Wesley Gibson, a run-of-the-mill corporate office rat who is a complete loser and failure, possessing no future prospect, has a cheating girlfriend, and is hated by almost everyone at his office. Growing up as a coward due to his lack of father figure in his life, and pacifist mother. By all accounts, he's a nobody, a complete waste of space. Where have I heard that before? But that changed when the Fox Nation attacked.
We know what is happening. I just wanted my latte. I just wanted my macchiato.
After that, he is set on a call to adventure where he learns of his heritage as part of a grand party of supervillains known as the Fraternity. Okay? Marking his beginning into manhood. But wait a minute. I thought this was a movie. You're correct. Ding 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 ding. Wanted is also a movie loosely based on the comic book of the same name, taking characters, themes, and events and changing them for a more modern audience, along with deleting a lot of the extremely edgy moments that Mark Millar gets off on. The movie itself tries to stray away from all the nonsensical parts of the comic book and craft its own unique story that is more relatable to the everyday person's life. We still have the cheating girlfriend, the bullet curving, and the hot fox. Though now she's had a race change entirely, going from Halle Berry to Angelina Jolie, which, I'm not complaining about. I love me some chocolate. Movie's tone goes from nonsensical to comedic to very serious and dramatic at points, making it extremely inconsistent and hard to really connect with the characters. It's obvious this movie was made to cater to the action movie fanatics that want that quick dopamine hit of seeing someone do cool stuff, but it actually works at points, especially when Wesley goes ape mode at one point. But enough of that. Let's talk about the movie. The main character goes to an office every day and hates his job and his overweight boss. Has a girlfriend that does not respect him at all and a best friend that fucks his girlfriend when he's not looking. Has to take medication for his anxiety and is not very financially stable. My man needs a lot of therapy for this one. But how about instead of therapy, you become an assassin?
Yeah.
Honestly, I like the setup of the movie up until this point. It gives a relatable everyday man who has lost his voice, his way, and his respect for himself in the world. So far, so good. Wait, is that guy with a gun? What the fuck is that? Turn the aisles? Wait, what's happening? Okay, that was cool.
Wait, how are you not falling from the car right now? What in physics, please?
This gun you're holding, it belonged to your father. He could conduct a symphony orchestra with it. You're going to use it to kill the man who shot him down in cold blood. Your father was one of us, a fraternity of assassins, the weapons of fate.
So what Morgan Freeman is trying to say here is that our boy Wesley is a super assassin whose dad was murdered by another super assassin. TLDR, he's a goddamn superhero who can slow down time a la The Matrix and curve bullets. And this is where you either love or hate the movie. Personally, I adore this concept. The idea that you can change the trajectory of your bullet mid-shot is bonkers, but fucking it ain't cool. Look at this. This is the rule of cool personified. Never gets old. This is where the movie deviates from the comic book, because in the comic, Wesley has the power of the ability to end life. While it sounds like something an edgy teen who nobody understands would say, here it's talking about Wesley's aptitude of using guns to such a proficiency that he kills people quickly and efficiently, even deflecting bullets. Oh, did I forget to mention Wesley is modeled after Eminem here? Yeah, imagine if Eminem's rap career never took off and he rapped fuckwit with dipshit. But there is one redeeming thing about this comic. The story. Or part of it. So Wanda takes place in a universe where all supervillains banded together and decided to kill the heroes. Batman's worst nightmare, essentially. Going to different planets and dimensions to kill heroes there, having learned their tactics from defeating them on Earth, which in my honest opinion is a fantastic idea and one worth exploring, except half of the time is spent painting a sex frame of The Last Supper or making up more cuss words than episodes of One Piece. It's really sad because there's potential for a good plot here. Tackling what would be like losing your rival after killing them. The lonely feeling from not having someone to challenge you every day and trying not to be evil in a world filled with villainy. But instead we get nudity, edge, and more edge, which is sad because in the end of the comic where Wesley's dad comes back from his milk run and finds out about Wesley and the truth about him and his mother, Wesley contemplates this whole senseless killing act and how it's pointless to kill and that nothing good comes out of it, only to be turned into a joke for a punchline of Eminem backdooring you. Miller, we need to talk, my guy. You need more therapy than your own characters. That's enough of that. Back to the movie land, where Wesley has to grapple with the fact that just because he's a super assassin doesn't mean he is invincible.
Fucking do that!
After his training, he is tasked with killing multiple targets assigned to him by a piece of fabric? Okay. Anyway, we get to the point where Wesley needs to kill his final target, Cross, his dad's murderer. So he studies his tactics, meets him in a train, they have this extremely cool gunshot clashes, and Cross dies, and
Everything they told you was a lie.
I am your father.
it's Star Wars all over again.
People think you use cheese to catch these beauties, but they go apeshit for peanut butter.
I am one joke away from being copyright striked, so I'm just gonna put up an image. If you know, you know.
Where's the peanut butter you promised us, hombre? Well, I want cheese. Well, I want peanut butter.
Well, I want pineapple on pizza. So Wesley goes apeshit, kills like half of the fraternity, gets to Morgan Freeman. Morgan Freeman runs away. Then Morgan Freeman tries to find him. Morgan Freeman finds him. He shoots him. He's like, oh no, that's actually not me. He dies. And then Wesley just says this really cool line of,
The fuck have you done lately?
movie ends. Honestly, I don't know what to think of this movie. I love the bullet curving. James McAvoy does a fantastic job in this role. And he has some really cool action sequences. And the music is composed by Danny Elfman. You know, Nightmare Before Christmas. That Danny Elfman, amazing dude. It's a 7 out of 10 movie. We're done, right? Wrong! This movie has a sequel in the form of a video game named Wanted Weapons of Fate, released in 2009 by Grid Entertainment for the Xbox 360 and PS3, featuring the bullet curve mechanic, the raunchy dialogue, and some new faces along the way. The game is good. It's a third-person shooter where you snap the cover, shoot enemies with different guns, melee, slow down time, and you guessed it, curve bullets. And my god, the bullet curving never gets old. It's what kept me going for my 4-hour campaign. Remember when games were less than 10 hours long?
I remember.
That and the goofy dialogue.
These wouldn't be alive if you hadn't infected her with your seed.
Alright, story time. Wesley inspects his father's apartment for clues related to finding the remaining fraternity members and killing them, going from Sloane's old HQ, the catacombs, to the streets of Paris, and even Wesley's old office. Oh hey look, it's his old boss! Oh, she's gone. The mice of the movie are featured in the game as collectibles, where you shoot them to get something in return. Speaking of return, Cross is back from the past. Literally. You get to play as Cross from the past when Wesley was still a baby. His style features dual pistols and machine guns, where the latter grants you the shrapnel storm ability, where you shoot 7 explosive bullets. I found Cross's levels to be the best part of the game, partly due to this ability, but also because of the airplane level, where you make your way through the cargo bay all the way to the front of the airplane to find and kill the Immortal, hiding behind server tables and shooting emergency doors to suck out enemies. Once you reach the end, the Immortal runs away once more. You find him on this train, shoot him in the eye, he falls and dies. Right, what else we got here? Oh yeah, enemy design. There's a few different enemy types. You have your standard shooty boys, you got the kamikaze guys, bald-headed monks with shotguns, and these hooded dudes who think they're Agent Smith. Did I forget to mention the sniping sections? It's like a Turk section but with a sniper. Can't complain, they're fun little distractions. Back on the story. Once Wesley takes down a couple of the last remaining fraternity members, he learns that the Immortal is still alive.
Shocker!
Wesley swears revenge, kills most of the French population, climbs the clock tower, finds out his suit is made by Nazis, shoots the Immortal, and game ends. And overall, I love the experience. The game feels like eating a small cupcake. It's short, sweet, and maybe not the healthiest option, but a nice little reward. 10 out of 10. Would jank again. Wanted Stupid. I love it. Please go check it out. Oh yeah, I had this really cool sequence. I didn't know where to put it, so here, have it at the end. Enjoy.